Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we are in the new facility. That's right. Hope you guys like the digs. One day I will invite you over to my $500,000 home, but right now I can't do it because it's not ready yet, guests or anyone else. But uh, I've also gotten a plot site and it's in this very room. Why, you ask? Because owning this place is going to kill me. All right, moving on. But no, welcome to the new home, everybody. I'm in place. I don't know what you call this, but this is like a dining room slash office area. It's very lovely. Wood floors and painted walls. And the best part is, wait for it. Listen, there's not a fat bitch above me. All right. Yeah. All right. Not that you guys ever heard that before, that there was a fat bitch above me, unless you actually heard my stories about a fat bitch being above me. But that's not why we're here. We're not here to talk about that. We're not here to talk about politics. We're not here to talk about how bad the Gators suck. We're not here to talk about how bad the Jaguars continue to suck. I mean, dude, they could get the generational position for every position, and they would still suck. We've got the best quarterback that's ever been on a field of college football. Guarantee you he will turn your. What's that now? The best player on your roster, listen, went undrafted. His name is James Robinson. I just want you to remember that. And the motherfucker is still playing on a rookie deal. Okay? All right. I'll let you guys let that sink in. Oh, my goodness. But hey, Christian Kirk, he's a big deal. Actually, he had a pretty good game. But still, anyways, we're not here to talk about Jaguars football and how bad they suck. We're not here to talk about how Anthony Richardson. But according to Eric, he got hurt. Shut your mouth. We're not here to talk about that. What we're here to talk about is week 21 and the playoffs that were, because they are in the past now. They don't exist anymore. And we're also here to talk about the fact that it's going to take me a lot of rehabilitation and therapy to remove the demon that is trading with you motherfuckers. And by you motherfuckers, I basically mean somebody who has sexual intercourse with one Jackie Croft because Eric is a fucking asshole. Let me get Mike Trout and I'll give you this guy named Aaron Judge. And he'll go on the biggest fucking tear known to man. Okay. I think he just sent another GIF. I think I'm looking at Mike Trout's, nice little, but Eric told me that he owns a jersey from Mike Trout or has Mike Trout as a jersey or something. So, I mean, I had to give it to him. I mean, that makes sense, right? But yeah, Mike Trout, this son of a bitch was on my team. And look at I've never seen this. I have never seen one, two, three, four, five, six, 7 home runs just several weeks ago. The biggest bitch, and I can call him that because he's probably the tallest man in our league. I have not met Nick, but I tell you what, he is overshadowing Mr. Jordan for sure. So if Jordan is anything like from Nick's father, uh Nick's probably 5 foot something or another. So anyways, the biggest titty baby I know is one Eric Croft, and he bitched his way into victory last week. Wait, was it last week against me, or am I thinking of a different podcast? Because I think I beat Eric, or no, I beat Walker the last week of the season. So it was the week before that. Eric won, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, he bitched about owning Mike Trout. Mike Trout this, Mike Trout that. That motherfucker single handedly carried you to victory last week, and all signs are pointing towards he's going to single-battedly handle one Christopher Walker. And again, I don't really care, but bottom line is I don't need to be trading anymore. Why is that? Because there's another single-handedly bat that is sitting nice and comfortable on one Josh's. And Josh has a player named Freddie fucking Freeman. And Freddie Freeman also went off last week. That motherfucker went stupid. He was named the NL Player of the Week last week. He went 4 for 5 on what the Saturday. He got a home run out of that bitch. The day before that, he went 2 for 4, got a home run out of that one. 2 for 3 today. But I can tell you who was quiet as the grave. Mookie Betts did abso-fucking-lutely nothing for me in terms of, well, helping me win. So, yay. Thank you for all your trades, all of you douchebags. These are my players that I drafted at the beginning of the season. The only one that stuck around was one Bobby Witt Jr., and thankfully one of his stolen bases was able to propel me into stifling just a little bit of dignity from that which is Josh. By the way, let's just talk about that which is Josh. Josh, who loves to bitch about Dobsoning, which I love the phrase, I love the terminology. But now we've got Crawfording here, and that's where he's liking to balance the equation with a bigger load of shit coming from his mouth. Oh, no, it's not. You've got this, Casey. It's in the bag. It's going to be a victory for you. All you got to do is hit 9 home runs on a Sunday, get 45 strikeouts, and lower your ERA by 2.5, and you'll be good to go. You've got this in the bag. You can win 6-5. Shut the fuck up, Josh. You're almost there to getting your own FUJ. Keep pushing it, bro. Fuck you, Josh is coming. Okay? Yes, I know it's the letter U and not the letter Y. Okay? Because we live in my podcast world. So whatever. This podcast is brought to you by Bud Light Seltzer Tangerine. I really need to get some sponsors, man. I haven't even clicked back. I can't for whatever reason seem to click back to actually focus on that which was last week. Oh, there it is. Week 21. Let's go back. So we only had 4 matchups. A couple of you fuckers just decided to take a break off or something. But okay, Josh, this was a close matchup. I have to say, in terms of my own managerial decisions, number one, the first decision I made, in my opinion, on week one, or excuse me, from day one of last week was, all right, to start pitcher, who can help me out? And I had just recently dropped one Johnny Cueto. Had he stayed on my team, it would have been probably more beneficial for me to have a second pitcher to pick up. But I digest. I said that on purpose, loser. So picked up Johnny Cueto. First game looked pretty good. Second game, them Oakland A's, man, I tell you what, they just are trouble. They are some trouble. So Johnny Cueto fucked me in the end. But here's what else happens. Okay, look, you guys limit us in the moves. I appreciate you also. You basically recognized the fact that we as individuals need to be able to manipulate our roster in that which is the playoffs. And you guys said, okay, no problem. We'll give you one. Well, motherfuckers, I lost Justin Steele. I also lost, who else did I fucking lose? Starlin Marte. So now we're down by 2. So, and but prior to that, the week before, when I only had 2 moves, I also was federally fucked because I lost two other pitchers. And then to move even further insult into injury, Reed Detmer's start gets pushed back to today's debacle against the fucking Pirates. Whatever. Nestor Cortez came back and only got to pitch 4 innings. So, anyways, blah, 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 blah. I'm just bitching, whatever. But I knew, number one, I would have much rather preferred to have played Tripping Billies. And let's look at the reason why I would have liked to have played Tripping Billies. And what's also kind of about my my approach to last week, which, I mean, Johnny Cueto was going to get picked up regardless. But in my mind, Sunday night, I went to bed knowing last week that I would be facing one Trippin' Billies. And Trippin' Billies would have gotten a little bit of an ass whooping, but not really. He would have won in runs because I think I got 32, but I would have beat him in home runs by 2. I didn't remember the RBIs, and he would have taken stolen base. I would have beat him in average and OBP. So it sounds like to me that that would have been 3-2-3. Let me look here. I've got a photogenic memory. No, we would have tied in runs because I had 36. So therefore, I would have taken home runs, average, and OBP. So it would have been 3-2-1. That's right. That's good math for you. So now let's look at wins: 249, 428, 125, and 36. So let's continue. Let's go back to Trippin' Billies. This is relevant because it was said that I would be facing Trippin' Billies. So we would have tied in wins. No, not even close. Yes, no, not even close. What did I have 6 in? Okay, I would have beat him in quality starts. I would have beat him in saves. He had a better ERA than me, but again, it would have been really close in the ERA. We could have, who knows what would have happened. He would have beat me in strikeouts, and he would have beat me in wins. So God dang it. I think I would have won whip. So it sounds like I would have gotten save plus holds, whip, and so I would have lost. Bear with me here, people. I have a giggling gal in the background who is laughing at this development here as I'm reaching the conclusion of, yeah, I would have gotten my ass beat regardless. So yay, I would have lost. Yeah, I would have had 3 batting stats, and that would have been it. Because I had a higher ERA, a higher whip. I only had 3 quality starts. He had 4. I would have beat him in save plus hold. So I would have had 4. Somebody's commenting. Let's see who it is. Josh. I laughed my ass off at the Crawfording part of the video. You're welcome. I'm still live, Josh. So if you want to stick with me, stick with me. I think you're still here. But yeah, anyways, so let me go back to the beginning of the season. I was faced with being number 10 in the draft. I picked one Michael Trout and Freddie Freeman. I don't remember the order, but I'm pretty sure it went Mike Trout, then Freddie Freeman. Freddie Freeman last week alone, 7 runs, 3 home runs, 8 RBIs. The motherfucker batted a 545 batting average with an OBP of 593. My closest batter was Aaron Judge. So let's put Aaron Judge to the 261. Okay. We've got Freddie Freeman sitting over there with 738. So now you snatch 3 home runs. Let's just focus on Josh, if we may. 3 home runs. You lose, sir, when you lose home runs to me with Freddie Freeman on my team. Boom. Give me my stat back. Now, runs. You lose, sir. You do not get the fucking stats. Now, you're saying, whoa, wait a minute now. Aaron Judge gave those stats. Okay. You're right. 7 minus 6 is 1. So therefore, I would have gotten 7 runs from one Frederick Freeman. And therefore, we would have obviously, but he lost 7, I lost 6. So 7 would have been to me. So, okay. I fucking suck at math. But, anyways, I feel like with Freddie Freeman having been on my team, there would have been a difference in the score for sure. Your ass probably would have rode out that fucking Jose Abreu. And guess where goddamn Ian Anderson is right now? In fucking A. Not applicable. He's not fucking playing. But Ian Anderson is good. You listened to me, bitch, the entire fucking season about this cocksucker. And yet you still defended him to the nth degree. You know what, Josh? You draft his ass and keep him next year. You fuck. What do we got now? And you talking shit about not being able to add people before the playoffs. You most likely wouldn't have had any moves. Hey, Josh, that was it. That was it. That was it for you, bro. You reached my limit. Fuck you, Josh is now a thing. F-U-J. All right? You're there. Fuck you, Walker, and fuck you, Josh. Fuck you, 2 family members. Fuck you both. Sorry. Go Crawford yourself. Or not Crawford. Wait, that's Eric's last name. Crockett. Crockett yourself. Josh's last name is Crockett. I said go Crofton yourself. Crockett. You fucks got too close of last names. You're both cocksuckers. Either way. Irregardless. And that's a word now, by the way. Irregardless. Freddie Freeman was your fucking savior, and he should have been on my fucking team. Anyways, I move on. Shane, I have to apologize because I gave up Mike Trout. I would have sat there with, oh, let me see what Michael did. 858. So again, those stats would have been mine and they would have been on my team. Now, look at the score without those fucking things. Eric would have been lost. Okay, so he would have had Aaron Judge's 2 home runs. I would have been sitting comfortably with 5 of those fucking home runs plus Freddie Freeman's 3. That's 8. Carry the 1. And now we have a fuck you. I'd be moving on. So fuck you, people. Fuck your trades. Fuck your move limit. Fuck all that. Keep all the rules the same. I will outdraft you cocksuckers next year. You watch. Mark it down September 12th, 2022. I outdraft you suckers. You don't know how to fucking draft. Fuck you, bitches. And guess what, Walker? You're going to lose this week with your fucking pitching staffs. Please, God, let Eric's team win. Please let it come true. I'll talk to you later, okay? But anyways, we were told that this new house may be possessed. So that is the reason for my recent outbursts. A demon possessed me, and I apologize, okay? But really, fuck you guys. I would beat your asses. I'm going to beat your asses. 2023 is the year for me, okay? I can outdraft you people in my sleep, and I did it. I proved it. I will be a force that you will wish that you didn't know. I don't know what else I need to say to you guys, but get ready. I'm done trading you bitches. I'm done. What's that? Ray just committed to being a farm system for my team. So thank you very much, Ray. I appreciate you. Oh, look, Trippin' Billy's won by 1 strikeout. So this was a close matchup, but not really. Eric was like bitching the whole time. But it was a little bit closer than, you know. But hey, it was fun. Oh, what do we got? Another comment? If Soto would be any sort of player everyone thought you missed the T there. You had Casey's education on how to spell. He was, I would have probably won average and OBP, and that looks like a finger holding up a booger or something. Are you showing me that you picked a booger? And then you've got The Rock sticking his tongue out at me. Yeah, well, that's like your opinion, man. Okay. So again, we live in a hypothetical world. Okay. But hypotheticals are hypotheticals. But the bottom line is, I drafted Mike Trout and Freddie Freeman. And for some fucking reason, this guy over here that's always talking shit over here on my shoulder was like, hey, man, Jose Abreu, probably want to go after that guy. And you get Ian Anderson. I don't know, man. Ian's all right, but go ahead, get him. Why do you keep talking? And then he, finally stabbed me in the jugular and accepted the fucking trade. And then when I came to in the hospital, I realized that I had fucking made the wrong decision. Anyways, moving on. Last week happened. There were 4 teams that were in motion. We now are all back in motion, but sadly, 2 will be through, and that is me and Trippin' Billy's. Let's focus right now on the most important week, that is the name change week. You fucking offered me Springer. I didn't go after you. I said I didn't want to part with Gossman, and you settled with Anderson. So, oh, that's where Anderson came into play. I'm sorry, man. Maybe pull up the trade. I don't know. I have a short term memory loss. Who are you again? What's your name? Not gonna, not gonna win this week. Shut up. Anyways, we're all back. We're all playing this game of fantasy baseball. There's a consolation bracket that now accepted 2 new members. And the most important matchup of this week is not Benchwarmers versus Big Bad Flat. It's not Rally Monkeys versus Swinging Low. It's D's Nuts versus Trippin' Billy. And you may ask yourself, why? You guys are in the consolation bracket. Well, number one, this is my podcast. And number two, fuck y'all. But number three, there is a name change bet that's on the line. What are you other 4 teams on the line for? Okay. First of all, there's one team amongst the 4 of you that doesn't have his name on the Franklin. Last year, Big Bad Vlad came very close. I think it was this close, as a matter of fact. I can't remember, but I think it was this close. Could we have a rematch of Eric versus Nick? Wow. Isn't that how it happened last year? Somebody comment. Somebody tell me. Was it Nick versus Eric? Wow. My. How the stars align. This is crazy. This is real crazy. Anyways, no, the name change is way more important because next year, I mean, just for every podcast, somebody's going to be identified as either cock guzzling Dave Matthews or D's nuts in my mouth. I mean, either way, there's probably going to be male genitalia involved in the actual name, whereas like D's nuts really is actually a company about a peanut place. So that's where it, is a derivative of Trippin' Billy's is just based off of probably one of the worst. Sorry, I got a tickle in my throat and I forgot what we were talking about. So it's 8:08. Doesn't really matter. Jags suck. Gator. Yeah, we're gonna recap real quick. Jags suck. Gators are back to sucking. Kentucky can suck a dick. Um, the Braves lost their half game lead they had a lead for 5 seconds, and then Kenley Jansen, who they thought was the man, actually turns out that he's the exact same man that he was in LA. He can't fucking pitch to save his goddamn life, so he just fucks shit away. So maybe we should, I don't know, go fucking hire Will Smith back, even though he was sucking too. Anyways, no, let's look at the remaining matchups. Mandalorians versus Eat My Shorts. I'm pulling for you, Scott. Go get that can of beans. I hope you know what we're talking about. But then I'm also pulling for Ray, because then that'll be the only trophy that this house might ever see. Fuck you guys for laughing at that, because I know you did wherever you are watching this. Eric will say he didn't know that I did a podcast in a couple of weeks. I didn't know you did a podcast that week. My bad, I forgot. This is a good matchup right now between one Rally Monkeys and Swinging Low. Both boys have come out swinging their bats. 3-3 in the runs. Both of them have a home run. 2-1 in the RBI because Mike Trout is Mike Trout. And then some pitching stats are already on the board. Moving on to the other matchup, Benchwarmers versus Big Bad Vlad. This score is changing ever so often. John Birdie just got a stolen base. It's it's 2-1, no home runs. That'll change in just a minute when Freddie Freeman goes up to bat and hits 5 home runs in one at bat. Who knew that could be a thing? Oh, and look, Jose Altuve, also on my team, whom I also drafted. Oh, it's so funny just seeing all these little pieces of me just floating around in all of these championship rosters whom I drafted. Freddie Freeman, George Springer, Jose Altuve. You don't have any of my pictures. I will give you credit, Josh. I want to speak on this. I've been meaning to actually say this several weeks in a row. If anybody has seemed to be like really on top of making really good pickups, it's got to be Josh. Josh went out there and grabbed up some Michael Harris. Now Eric will say, "Well, he was on my team and then I dropped him." Well, fuck you, bro. Nate Lowe, Nathaniel Lowe has had a really good resurgent season. How about Anthony Santander? Okay, going out there picking him up. How about Spencer Strider? Going out there and grabbing him. How about Edward Cabrera? Okay, these were big moves being made, picking them up, holding on to Montgomery. That dude has sent a big fuck you to the Yankees. That would be a hell of a World Series right there. Yankees, Cardinals, game 6. Here goes some fucking Jordan Montgomery, and he fucking strikes out 19 batters in the World Series because he's pissed off. Fuck you for trading me. That'd be a good matchup. Let me continue. Charlie Morton can suck a dick. Max Fried drafted him. You're welcome. Jose Urquidy did absolutely nothing but fuck up my ratios. I drop him, and the dude becomes a top 60 pitcher, not an ace. But yeah, it's awesome. Let's see what Rally Monkeys has in terms of some of my players. That'd be cool. It's probably got like 3 of them. Let's see. Teoscar Hernandez, welcome, picking him up off the waiver wire. Kyle Schwarber, that was actually Rays. Any pitchers? No, nobody's going to trade you any pitchers, bro, because you're a fuck. That's what you are. You're a fuck. Oh, let's see here. Corbin Burns. That's all I see. Mike Trout, you're welcome. You're welcome, cousin. You're welcome. Go win. You're welcome. Josh is the only one watching my video. 4th place is better than 6th. Oh, Ray Ray's listening to me because we're in the same house. And I'm loud. Anyways, this was fun. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Yeah, fuck you. All right. That's all I really got. Shane and I will decide at the end of this week and then in the months to come. Look at that, bro. We're both O for Offers. Look at that beautiful ERA by Reed Detmers. Oh, you just gotta love it. La, 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 la. Yeah, and Shane's already talking shit. Oh, look at that. He's got a great lead, 6-0. Shut the fuck up. Oh my God, shut up. Let's end this in 30 minutes, okay? I don't want to take up any more of your precious time. This podcast again was brought to you by Bud Light Seltzer. Bud Light, grab something when you need something tangerine flavored with alcohol. That's what that's all about. Oh, it's like biting into the best Florida citrus ever. All right. It's championship semifinal week. Super excited for you four fuckers. Proclamation made September 12th, 2002. I will out draft you fuckers once again. Goodbye.